Hi everyone, this is going to be my entry to JWC45's giveaway contest. I just want to start off by giving a big thanks to JWC45 and everyone who donated anything to the contest. I really appreciate the opportunity to enter, and I want to share with you guys my 6 favorite knives as well as my favorite locking system. Alright, so to start off with the locking mechanism, I went over my entire collection and looked at all the different locking systems I have, whether it be a frame lock, liner lock, lock back, axis lock, and so forth. And after much deliberation, I really came down to what was the most unique and interesting to me. And that ended up being the stud lock by Kershaw. Alright, I have 2 separate knives here, the Kershaw Speed Bump and the Kershaw Mini Mojito, both of which are using the stud lock as their locking system. And I just think it's a very interesting and different style of locking system. Basically, it is an axis lock on the blade. If you watch how it actually opens up, the thumb stud gets pushed back and then snaps into place on the little ridge here, locking the blade in the open position. It's very similar to the way the axis lock actuates. As you open the blade, it moves along the blade tang and then snaps into that little ledge on the back of the tang. So a very, very similar system, but this is exposed and allows you to simply actuate it either left-handed or right hand very easily. Right, so just something different. You don't see very much in reviews and any EDCs, but it's something I really do enjoy. Very, very sturdy lock, and I haven't had any problems with the carry or use of it. And again, I'll show you this on the Mini Mojito. Same locking system. Right. So that's definitely my favorite locking system. Just something different and something you don't see as often. Now moving on to my 6 favorite knives. I did a video very similar to this about a year ago, and it showcased my 6 favorite knives at that time. And as it is a snapshot in time with my favorite knives, so is this video, because it changes so much and fluctuates depending on what I'm carrying and what I have new into my collection. So I'm just going to go through and show you the 6 favorite knives that I have now, and of course it can change and fluctuate depending on what I'm doing. So first off, it would be the Spyderco Delica. Right, I have 3 different variations here, so I just want to show them all to you. And any of them really are very nice. You'll see this a lot of times on me for EDC, clipped to my pocket. Right, this is the Delica 4, the new full flat ground version with the blue handle scales. Absolutely love this knife. It's been an outstanding EDC. VG10, FRN scales, and a lock back. You really can't beat that in its category. Alright, the other one I have here is the foliage green variation with the partial serrations. I don't carry this one as much simply because it has serrations. I'm not a big fan of that, but I do like it for collection purposes. I do like the color, and it just adds to the other 2 that I have. And then finally, the Delica with the wave feature. Outstanding system. It's a great alternative for basically an assisted opening knife without an assisted opening mechanism. Right? So you'll see those a lot of times on me for EDC. Alright, my next favorite is going to be the Benchmade Mini Grip Chilean. I do have 2 variations. First off, it is the 555 hollow ground variation with the Benchmade opening hole. Alright, this is new to my collection, but it is an outstanding knife. It's been gotten about a month and a half of carry, and it's really just a great overall EDC. Now you've seen this older version here in my collection before. This is the 556 modified drop point with the thumb stud opening. Right, just another outstanding knife. You really can't beat it for the money. 154 cm, Valox handle scales, fully steel lined with an axis lock. Just outstanding. Alright, now on to some different knives. I'm a big fan of kind of odd looking knives, and that's where the Spyderco Kukri comes into play. I'm a big Kukri fan. I have several fixed blades in my collection, as well as this one folder from Spyderco. Ed Shemp, I'm a big fan of his designs, and he always does something different, puts a little twist on it. The foliage green G10 handle scales and that blade shape just are outstanding. I always like carrying this. It's a nice conversation piece, and you do get a lot of kind of head turns when you take this puppy out to cut something in public. So Spyderco Kukri, as well as the Spyderco Captain. This is another one of the weird designs from Spyderco, but I absolutely love it. That blade shape is just wicked cool. Right, and it fits my hand like a glove. It's just one of those knives that when you pick up, it just melds right into your fingers. So definitely another great user, something you'll see often in my EDC. Alright, moving on to a knife that you saw in the previous 6 favorite knives video is the Spyderco Sage 1. Right. Outstanding knife. I love the materials that are used. S3V, carbon fiber, full flat grind on this blade. Just outstanding. Spyderco does an amazing job with fit and finish and overall quality on this little guy. And it's been a welcome addition to my EDC and my collection, and it'll stay that way for many years to come. Alright, and finally, a new addition to my collection is the JWC45. Right, I've wanted a ZT for a long time, but I couldn't get over the size that they are, and the new, well, this isn't really new, but the JWC45 is a smaller variation of the 300 and 200 series, and it fits my hand well. It's not too overly big for carry. The weight is brought down a little bit, and I really like the black blade and the black G10. It looks just very cool. Alright, so those have been my 6 favorite knives. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and another thank you to JWC45 and all the people who donated something to this contest. I wish everyone luck, and thanks for watching.